This video today was brought to you with a very exciting delivery from a company called UGears. UGears is a Ukrainian company that develops and manufactures mechanical 3D puzzles. Adults and kids from 85 countries assemble UGears models and dive into the world of mechanics and inventions. UGears plywood puzzles are assembled without glue or special tools. Everything you need comes in the kit. The parts are previously cut and you only need to press them out of the board and connect them according to the manual. The various different kits take from 30 minutes up to 15 hours, and the models are divided into difficulty levels so any hobbyist can choose a puzzle for themselves regardless of their skills. It's a really clever, cool new hobby. In actual fact, this particular model I've actually got here and have built is the UGears Dream Cabriolet. This model is actually a nostalgic look back at the 50s. The Dream Cabriolet VM05 is a highly detailed and extremely realistic tribute of the UGears designers and engineers to the automobile industry highlights of that decade. It's actually got a transmission lever on the steering column, and that's even got an idle mode as well, meaning the engine moves, the piston's underneath the hood, but it stays still. Absolutely bonkers. As well as there being a lifting jack and repair toolkit mounted underneath the rear trunk. The clever combination of the plywood elements of different thickness, 2 to 4 millimeters, ensures that the motorcar's body looks streamlined and clear. Open the hood to see the powerful V8 engine and watch the moving valves. This particular model actually has a transmission that switches it in 3 modes, forward, back and idle. The driving direction can be adjusted with the steering wheel too. With the powerful rubber band motor, the car actually covers up to 4 meters in one winding. The winding key is designed to look like a spare wheel at the rear. There's actually 437 components in here, and it's estimated it takes 6 to 7 hours to put together. Now, I won't go into how long that has taken me. Very definitely one for the advanced there. I will, of course, leave the links below to go and check out UGears, check out all the different models, and go and get involved just in time for Christmas. For now, let's get on with the video. Welcome back to TGTV, and more specifically, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Joe Macari in southwest London. Now today, I saw something pop up on Instagram very recently, and I thought I'm going to have to go and have a little look at that because I've never seen one of these in the metal before. It's a very exciting piece of stock. As always here though, it's not just the only piece of exciting stock in here. There are various bits and bobs at Joe Macari that I want to show you. So I'm going to turn the camera around. You're not here to see my face. Now if you haven't been down here before, you really should. They're a very welcoming bunch and they've always got some amazing bits. Caveat first, there is a lot of empty space in here. That is because they've just held an event here and they've got a Christmas party very shortly, so they're clearing up some space. They're going to be clearing some more space very shortly as well. We've got 2 Monzas in here. 2 Monzas, ladies and gentlemen, and if you like the look of anything, obviously hit the Joe Macari website. I'm going to have a look actually. These are both SP2s. You can tell that very easy because they've got 2 seats. Nice and simple. This has got racing numbers on it. That is a very cool spec. Is that TDF blue, Posi blue? Possibly. And you've got this black and red one here as well. I've not seen that many people brave enough to spec the SP1. But this is probably one of my favourite Ferraris of all time. I absolutely love the Monza. A few more ads, a little bit more dog clothing, some more protein shakes, some more CCN members, and off we go. Maybe one day. There's loads of classics in here. If you're into your classics, then you'll know what you're looking at. Just want to highlight something over here. This 458 Spyder is one of the best 458 Spyder specs I've ever seen. You've got Koyo inside, silver wheels, and you've got TDF blue as well. I think that's TDF blue. That is one very well aging car. Look how beautiful that is. I don't actually know if that's sold. I actually quite want to buy that. I'll have a word with them when I leave. Beautiful. Doesn't have carbon driving zone, but if anything that makes it a bit more of a kind of classic classy spec. Carbon doesn't always belong on cars, and you've got silver exhaust tips as well. I love that. I'm gonna have a little nose about that before I leave. Got Diablo, very rare car there, manual, roof comes off, sticks on the back, really cool car. I think I've covered this one before. Yes, that's the roof, and it just kind of clips on there and it does 200 miles an hour. Absolutely bonkers. This is the Diablo Roadster VT. Incredibly rare, right-hand drive, manual box. Find me another one of those. You won't. 512 BBs and whatnot, some E-types, lovely stuff. But we are here. Actually, I'm distracted again. We've got 4 litre. We've got 599. That is beautiful. Right-hand drive with Crema inside. Love that. We've also got a mono Testarossa. If you follow any of my social media platforms, you'll know that I bang on about these and how that these are going to the moon. Obviously, I've got one of these myself. I bought it actually from Joe Mclaren. I actually picked it up from that spot over there some months back now. This is particularly important, a particularly good spec, because it's got the knock-on wheels. They're called the mono wheels, and it's mono specchio. So that means you've got one wing mirror. The flying wing mirror there as well. It's absolutely iconic, and I think over the next few years people will start to realise that they should have bought one of these. Really cool car. And inside, the spec is Crema, but with dark brown. It's obviously a lefty, but that's actually how these cars were designed. So arguably left-hand drive cars actually drive better, because that's actually how they were designed. And the right-hand drive cars, a lot of these old marques were just conversions at factory. Everything was designed and set up originally to be a left-hand drive. So if you're going to have one of these, a left-hand drive isn't actually the end of the world. That is really, really cool. And that is now on the website. A very, very nice example. I think it's Classic K certified as well, just like mine. Beautiful car. Buy that, someone. We do have a yellow F50 over there, being driven by Winnie the Pooh. However, we are here to see this. This, of course, is a Mclaren P1 Gtr. Now, I know I do a lot of McLaren bashing, but I don't bash the P1. I haven't bashed the P1. The P1 I've always loved. And obviously the P1 GTR is the rawest version available. It was the P1 racing car available to customers. They came out of the factory non-road legal. Retail price on the P1 GTR, non-road legal, was $1.9 million, apparently. My Google researcher serves me correct. Now, there were only 50 P1 GTRs produced. However, this is no ordinary P1 GTR. As you see on here, this is street legal. This has been via a company called Lanzante, who have actually incredibly made this thing. It is a racing car. They've made it street legal. Now the stats on this thing are absolutely bonkers. It's got 986 brake horsepower, 1,000 Newton meters of torque, curb weight is just 1440, and it has got 10% more downforce than a standard P1. The colour is volcano yellow. It's got black exterior detailing all over it, and inside, which will open the car up in a minute, it's got black Alcantara inside. There is an Inconel and titanium exhaust system on it, and you can get it with cats or without cats. This particular car comes with a flight case and all the bits and bobs that you need. And as I say, you can change the cats on it. It comes with both. It's even got an ERS push to pass system as well, like a proper racing car. You've got lightweight OZ wheels, as you can see there, and the vehicle, thankfully, does come with lift as well, because as you can see, that is quite close to the floor. That would not be much fun in London, so that has got lift on it as well. You've got all the factory supplied toolkits with it as well, and let's just take a look inside as well. Look at this thing. Those pipes, how they've made this road legal, I actually don't know. And by the magic of the internet, let's hear a start up. Everything about this car is absolutely bonkers. There's fans everywhere, there's carbon everywhere. It really is absolute insanity in it. You can pretty much see through into everything. Gearbox, engine bay, everything is visible through some sort of orifice in the car. Underneath here then, it's literally that is absolutely bonkers. And you've obviously got your rear lights here. I think one of them's going to be a brake light, one of them's going to be a fog light, and then you've got your rear lights that come on there as well. Insane. They've even managed to put some reflectors in here as well, just to make sure it is absolutely road legal. Cost of making it road legal is 200 and something thousand pounds. And in actual fact, the seatbelts on the original price list from Lanzante are 12 grand. 12 grand for the seatbelt. So let's open this up. I'm being really careful because if I break anything, I'm going to have to sell everything I own. Inside then, it's literally like, well, it is a racing car. Well, that's how it started life. You've got the bare minimum in here, but you've actually got your sat nav and your iris media and all the kind of stuff that you'd actually expect from a standard road McLaren here as well, which is actually quite cool. I don't know how the sound system is. I don't even know if it does have speakers. I can't see any, so maybe I've just lied about it having a sound system. But you got your P1 Gtr plaque there, and of course everything is carbon. That is all protected because they don't want yobs like me destroying it. You've got carbon there right behind your head, and there really isn't much in here. The roof is obviously completely carbon, and even those A pillars, all carbon as well. And that stereo, imagine just booning down the King's Road with that. Complete havoc. And while we're in here, let's have a look at these 12 grand seatbelts. I mean, I'm in the wrong game. I should be in the seatbelt game. Absolutely bananas. The cost of this car then? I mean, look at this artwork. That is so cool. This door is so light as well. They've obviously the dihedral kind of butterfly doors, as you'd expect from a McLaren. To open it, you've got two buttons in there. The one on the left is open, and to lock it, there's the button on the right there as well. I'm panicking. It has got full PPF throughout, so I don't need to be too careful. And you've got a plastic little slat on the window there as well. Oops. Sorry, mate. Sausages. The price then for this 2015 car that has only covered 400 miles. The price, actually, when you compare it to a LAF, is pretty reasonable. I wouldn't go as far as to say it's a bargain, because anyone describing it as a multi-million pound car as a bargain has lost their mind. However, the price for this is 2.35 million, which actually doesn't strike me as that bad. And if I had that kind of money lying around, contrary to popular belief, I do not have that kind of money lying around. I don't even have a millionth of that lying around at the moment. I would actually be keen for one of these. And I was speaking to the chaps here, and they actually said, worries about reliability. These aren't actually that bad at all. There are various other hypercars that cause more headaches than these. This isn't actually too much of a pain. In fact, you don't need to be that panicky even about charging. I was worrying about it, saying, you know, don't start it up, don't move it around for me, don't have the doors open, I'm worried, I don't want it to go flat, you know, I can't afford anything to go wrong. And Franco here actually said, you know, don't worry too much, these aren't that bad. You don't need to panic as much as you might think you would. I mean, what a car. I'm sorry, purely selfishly, I wanted to come and see this for myself. Obviously the roof scoop as well is insane. And that is a functional roof scoop as well. That isn't just for show. Like I think it might be on some of the 600 LTs when you spec them. This is a fully functional roof scoop with real aero out the back there as well. Ah, what a car, what a car. Tom, you need to do slightly better in life, and then you'd be in here buying these sorts of things and not just an old Testarossa. Anyway, that is my time here up at Macari. I've got to get out of here. I will be back very soon here. I'm going to actually ask about the 458 over there, but I'll be back very, very soon with some exciting stuff that's coming back in here. Macari are a great place to come, so do make sure, if you're coming past, do pop in. They're really, really friendly. They're not snobby. They're not the sort of dealership that will eye you up and down and tell you to get out if they don't like the look of you. They're actually really good guys here, very, very normal, and Franco here is an absolute gent to deal with. So if you are interested in anything you've seen, make sure you give them a call or pop by. This is not an advert either. Macari are not paying me. I've literally just come in and wasted their time walking around that car, so don't think this is an advert, because it bloody well isn't. I wish it was. Speaking of adverts, make sure you please click the link under the video for the sponsor at the start of the video. Every single click of every single link on the channel, all the sponsor links are always in the pinned comment. Every single click is monitored by brands, and it's really, really helpful if you can get behind it and click on it. It takes 2 seconds. If you like the offer, great. If you don't, please click it anyway. It does wonders for the channel and allows me to carry on buying nonsense. And speaking of nonsense, hopefully we can do a deal on that. I'm an idiot. I need to stay away from this place. For now, see you later, guys. Take care. See you soon. Bye.